I can't believe I'm saying it. Welcome to the last race of the regular season, everybody. Unbelievable. Second season of Binding of Isaac Racing League just about done. The relief my voice is going to get after tonight is unbelievable. Playoffs start next Saturday. On that note, really big matchup here to finish off the year. So everybody get hyped for this one. On the left, TheLogcat right now leading the AFC North by 1 game over his opponent on the right, Zwiki22. Let me explain all the possible scenarios here. Whoever wins this match gets the AFC North title outright, so they're in your top 4 seeds overall. Whoever loses, this is where it gets interesting. Logcat's definitely in the playoffs. If Zwiki loses, though, Awaken Smoke gets the last spot in the playoffs in the AFC, so Zwiki has to win to get in. So big race for both of these guys still. That's huge playoff seeding on Logcat's side as well. He wants to be able to make a rule next week, not have to abide by one of them. So we'll see what happens here. For anybody new, again, last race of the regular season, so probably the last time I have to explain these rules, because we will change it up next week. We'll get to that later. Again, though, best 2 out of 3 race, Through the Womb 2, both using Isaac in the same save file. They have Platinum God and every item unlocked on the way down. There's 7 banned items. On the way down, you cannot pick these up. You can D6 them, but can't pick these up. Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, Toothpicks, and the Shovel. Toothpicks are the one exception. You can take those or roll them with your D6. Everything else is take it or leave it, and the D6 is off limits except for against those 7 items. Again, playoffs will change all these rules. We'll get to that later. Last time, I can't believe I'm saying all these, though. That's so crazy. On that note, though, these guys know these rules. They're not in a call together, which means I'm going to do their countdown for them. So let me get you a link into both of their channels so you can go in and wish them both good luck there. Here comes the split link at cadguard.net. Go wish both Logcat and Zwiki luck. I say, if you guys are ready, though, fire a few shots around the room for me, and then we'll see who wins this division. And again, welcome in everybody. Hope you guys are as hyped for this one as I am, because I've been waiting to find out who's going to win this. We got Zwiki ready to go. Once Logcat hears me, he'll fire a few shots, and then I'll do a countdown for these guys. Again, I'll apologize for that little bit of delay. I'm keeping a little bit of a timer here, though, so I know what's going on. And if it gets that close, I'll make the determination at that time, but it's going to get interesting. So there will be a slight delay because of recapture and streams. On that note, they are both ready to go. I'm hype enough. They're probably on the edge of their seats already. I say we do this, so let's count this down from 3, 2, 1. Good luck, guys. Whenever you hear that, feel free to take off. Best of luck to you both. Winner takes the AFC North, guys. Get hype. Ooh, and we're off to a pretty decent start. Harlequin baby for Zwiki22, who again needs the win for that division championship. Cannot take the 6th spot in the wildcard spot that Awaken Smoke holds right now. So again, with a loss, Zwiki gets Awaken Smoke into the playoffs. Logcat's in one way or the other. He was resetting that run anyways, hence the random reroll on that. He wasn't taking the Black Bean to start with. So back off to the beginning here on Logcat's side. And a little bit of health up here. So we got the Balchinian. Logcat looks like he's going to be off and running with this one. So both off on their runs here. And again, still pretty even. Both just looking for a boss fight now. So we keep getting pretty lucky with his chest spawn so far. There's his boss fight on the right. I made that rhyme. I'm sorry. I hate when I do that. And Logcat's found his as well. So technically in the same room at the moment. So Zwiki moving in to face the Wretched. I was going to say, if Logcat does this correctly, he'll get these 2 bombs first, then go over for the item rock and other bomb, and he almost did that backwards, but saw it at the last second. So good pickup there. And he'll be into his first boss fight, in this case Monstro, champion version of him. So let's see, fire rate increase for Zwiki. He's going to grab himself that half Eternal Heart, move on down to the next floor with that wire coat hanger in tow. That becomes a full red heart container, does that half Eternal Heart. Right into a curse room and secret room for Zwiki, so a little bit of money and nothing else. And right on over to his boss fight, but again, probably going to go looking for his item room. It's a little too early to be skipping over items here. And again, Logcat just down to the last, about 15% here on Monstro. So not too much more to deal with. He'll wind up with his item shortly. Speaking of that, we got an item room for Zwiki on his 2nd floor. Yeah, Mom's coin purse, tons of pills. LogCat at least going to take one with him, not going to bother with the other three. Again, you get a lot of stat downs off of those and just not worth it in races. He's found his item room as well. No Keyford yet. Ooh, very nice. Liberty Cap on Zwiki's side. Will give him a random mushroom effect every room. That's a questionable pickup. He's going to leave BOILeR behind. I don't blame him on that one at all. It makes your tiers go into an S-like pattern, and it's kind of hard to deal with. Ooh, 15 cents there on LogCat's secret room, so now a store is viable for him if he comes across keys. Ooh, and just missed with that bomb placement. He was trying to get it by the item rock if he could. On the right side, let's get a quick to famine if you would. And still no key on the search for that on LogCat's. Empty room isn't going to help him any. And you're all, what happens every single time you're keeping meat showing up for Zwiki, so onto his caves. He's got an orbital blocking shots, doing damage to anything it comes in contact with. And again, the more and more of those you get, the more pieces of meatball you wind up building. But he's down to his caves, Catacombs level, the expansion version of the floor, and a Curse of Darkness, meaning you won't see his mini-map, though again, immediate item room find for him. And Mom's pad, not the best, not the worst. He'll take it with him for now, though. That'll actually make enemies push away from you while they're frozen in place. Finally a key for LogCat. Crack the sky, that's been a real bro for him this season, so he's going to replace his D6 as well and take that with. That'll bring down 5 to 6 random beams of light out of the sky that'll damage any enemy that walks through them. And again, speaking of boss fights, LogCat quickly on over to his here to finish off his basement. Gonna deal with Gertie Jr. again. Jeez, she's shown up a lot tonight. There's those beams of light. Oh, she moved just out of them. That could have been a one-hit there if she didn't move just slightly from that bomb. So almost got a one-hit kill. Zwiki, though, lucking out again into his last store that he knows guaranteed is not going to be greed. Finds a half-off compass, so 7 cents for that. And again, won't show up on this floor, but guaranteed after here on out, we'll show him where all of his special rooms are on that mini-map. As long as you don't have a Curse of Darkness. Yeah, Magic 8 Ball is mismarked. That shot speed increase. Does give you a card, though, and LogCat going to take a very nice world card with him. Bad devil deal. Forgive me now, pill. Definitely not. Would have reset the entire floor and his space use item. The other was the Horror Babylon. Would have had to get pretty low on health to make that active, so not worth doing either of those for LogCat. Moving on down to his caves. And with that world card you see, reveals his entire mini-map to him, so he's going to make a beeline both to this item room and boss fight, hoping for a key along the way. And again, Zwiki having already cleared his out. If LogCat knew that, that's probably why he hit that world card where he did. Onto a Blighted Ovum fight, which he's already more than halfway through. And that one being done, we got a box of items for one of everything showing up here, so in this case a golden key not going to help so much. Made up for it by that trinket which showed up, though. Curved Horn is +2 damage to Zwiki's tiers. Gonna grab that. Joker card's gonna teleport him directly into a devil deal in this case. Could also be a god room, but he'll take a mark here. So spending 2 red hearts, he gets 1 red heart back. Also plus more damage on his tiers and plus movement speed. So his build's looking even nicer, and he'll be moving on down to his caves too. Again, leaving all those pills behind, not even gonna bother with them. And there's that compass coming into place, and now you can see Zwiki's mini-map showing. To an extent, obviously. You don't know the exact path to get over to him, but you can make pretty good guesses. Look at this, even better card. So now the Sun card, just like LogCat had used up, that would be a world card. Also a full red heart heal and 100 damage to everything in the room equally. So cards galore, and they're being nice tonight. We've also got that item room, as you can see, for LogCat, and he'll be working his way, well, hoping that he gets a key here, and then he can get that. Then working his way over to his boss fight. And likewise for Zwiki, he's also got himself half an Eternal Heart. Ooh, Blood Rights. Could be useful, but not with a kinda low health build, so Zwiki gonna leave that behind. Would damage him to damage everything in the room, much like a death card for about 40 damage a hit. But again, you take damage in the process. Ooh, LogCat in one of those nasty, nasty fly rooms. I take so much damage in these. And again, he does have a full red heart heal with that card, but doesn't want to use it if he can get away with it. Also, probably didn't want to use his Crack the Sky usage there. That would have been handy against the boss. Alright, with 2 bombs, we actually get into LogCat's item room now, as he's going to go through his secret room to do so. Ooh, and Dad's Key. Interesting. That could also come in very handy. Every 2 rooms, that'll allow you to open up every room that would open up after combat by usage. Mom's Eye. A couple of fire rate increase. Also firing out the back of your head from time to time, and that's the risky portion. Now you notice Zwiki took out Headless Horseman. He's got himself that Black Pony. Also grabbed the second half heart container for the Eternal Heart, which made the full red heart container early for him before he went to the next floor. So again, a little bit of health up. He now flies, has a charge ability on his space use, which you just saw right there. And again, Logcat with Dad's Key. Let me also point this out. Into his boss fight, used it here, and you saw the doorway opened up that could have let him out of this room. What he was trying for there was to open up a God Room or Devil Deal by force, which, if they do exist, are going to open up immediately. Again, had to use the Sun card, so a lot of damage to Pestilence. Full red heart heal, but doesn't get that map reveal from here on out, so I don't want to call it a waste. He needed it, but it's kind of a waste of that map at the same point. And again, that Keep 'em Meat showing up after one of the Horseman fights. Zwiki onto his boss fight as well. Finally getting an item, or a key for his item room. Oh, jeez. Abel, so kind of a follower, as you notice that'll go to the opposite side of the room and do exactly the opposite of your actions. You fire up, it fires down. Actually won't exactly hurt him here against Mask of Infamy by any means. And again, this is a nasty troll and boss fight. So one of the absolute worst Wiki could have come across. Yeah, there's the mask, I was waiting for it. So with the heart gone, now you notice the back of the Mask of Infamy opens up. You can either shoot it from the side or directly behind, as you see Zwiki doing. And you have to stay kind of close, because he'll beeline and make turns just like that. And you don't want to be that close, because as you noticed, you're going to take damage sometimes. So this is a real pain in the butt boss fight. And again, no health bar doesn't exactly help you either. And Logcat working around on his caves too right now, still looking for both item room and boss fight. Here's where Dad's Key comes in real handy. Envy normally a very big time sink, but again, if there's an enemy alive in the room, you force open any door that would open after combat, meaning not store doors, not item rooms, but any other one that you came in from will open up. So walking right back out of there, he wants no part of that boss fight. Doing very nicely there is Zwiki, getting a little bit of health up as he takes out Mask of Infamy, on down to Depths 2. So again, one last item room, one more boss fight here in the Depths. And again, that will be his overall last item room as well, which he's making a beeline for right now, and then hopefully that'll split up to the top and be over towards his boss fight. We'll see how this plays. Alright, 5 free bombs if nothing else with the remote detonator. Logcat definitely going to take Dad's Key with him though. Again, if you see remote detonator, at least pick it up. You get 5 free bombs out of that. You can put it right back down, you still keep the bombs. And again, no key for Zwiki, so let's see where this map's going to head to now. He obviously only has one way left to choose. There we go, now it breaks off to the right. It always is, Johnny. That mask is evil. They tend to be. They're just downright evil is all it amounts to. Wow, great dodging there on Zwiki's side. Also taking out an enemy just as it almost moved into him, so perfect timing as well. But really, really good dodging there. And again, Logcat over on his boss fight. If you really wanted to, again, you could open up that boss door, walk right in. So let's say you got a nasty mini-boss in here like you saw earlier. He could have just opened up that door, gonna kill these off instead, and worry about trying to get a free Devil Dealer God Room. And he'll head on in. Hey, free key, absolutely. So actually, that now makes his store worthwhile because Logcat knows that that cannot be greed in there. Ooh, Poop Flies doing damage this week. Because of the mini-boss on this floor. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's why Logcat wanted to check his store. Blue candle. Uh-oh. So with that extra heart, too, Logcat feeling a little safer. But again, Zwiki onto his Depths 2 boss fight already. 2 floors ahead fighting Red Mom right now. But watch the... Ooh, and especially with this Fallen fight. So now guaranteed free Devil Deal item spawning at the end of this fight for Logcat to finish off his caves. But notice that blue candle charges every 4 seconds and does some pretty immense damage when it does hit. Ooh, getting a little too close to Logcat on that one. Fallen wants hugs, but he isn't huggable. Ooh, half a heart. Oh, jeez. Wow, nice dodge. Make that one full heart. Okay, now Logcat's feeling safer. And Sister Maggie will follow him around, shooting out pretty decently damaging tears. Again, pretty nice heal. Lots of damage up again for Zwiki as he picks up the pentagram, so more damage up on his tiers. He'll move down to the womb. LogCat on the left-hand side down to his depths is going to get an XL version. So again, depths 1 and depths 2 combined together into one here. Possibly adding on time, or if you come across your boss fights quickly, maybe making this a serious comeback. Master Vlad, thank you. And welcome in. Thank you, man. Again, Zwiki down on his wound 1. Everything here hits you for a full heart of damage. You notice with his compass, no item rooms, no stores for him to find. And actually on this floor, absolutely nothing but his boss fight, so he's beelining directly over to that. Ooh, LogCat, though, got beeline directly to by Chubb, so he's down and back to the beginning. And that leaves Zwiki a large time advantage here. And again, with this and only one more room to clear on his wound 1, possibly only the one more floor and how quickly that goes left for him. So there you see his boss room door. Ugh, those dodges getting a little too close for comfort sometimes. Very nicely done there by Zwiki. And he'll be on into face. Looks like Daddy Longlegs. So again, one of the very easy boss fights, especially if you have damage up on your tiers. You're going to melt through this pretty quickly. Yeah, chocolate milk. If I'm not mistaken, I think LogCat's using his keyboard to play, so chocolate milk, you can charge your shots, but if you really want to fire quickly, you actually have to sit there and mash your keys as quickly as you can. Not real fun. Ooh, great item here. So super bandage, 1 red heart, 2 soul hearts for Zwiki. Ho-ho. Great items, plural. Does he want brimstone from 1 floor is the question. I'd probably pass on that at this point myself. And that's tough to say. I love brimstone, but man, his tiers are nice enough. I think I'd probably keep those. Ooh, he's going to take it, though. So for the cost of 2 hearts, Zwiki going to grab himself brimstone with 1 floor left to go. And on down to his womb, too. So again, LogCat once more with the Balchinian. 1 more health up on his side. And again, Zwiki going to go right on over to the right side of this map. Hopefully this is the way that's going to be kind of tough to tell for a while. Again, doing pretty nice damage with that brimstone. Believe me, not a bad call for him to take that in any fashion. Look at that, bombing on through the door for him, possibly? Might as well clear it now. High Priestess card, also very helpful. That'll bring Mom's foot down to stomp on enemies. Just like that. So making very quick work of this room. Zwiki gonna make his beeline backwards, as that was obviously a dead end. And LogCat with yet another health container on down to his 2nd floor, so 5 hearts on his side already. Again, hell of a nice charge time on that brimstone, so very quick charges and very good damage on him as well for Zwiki. And let's see, more cards. How about a Stars card? That'd be a random teleport. Oh my goodness. Again, that doesn't actually help him here. I'd keep the damage especially, no matter what, with brimstone, but Cancer actually doesn't, from what we can tell, help your charge time at all with that. So he's going to leave it behind, but again, that gambling paying off. Stars card, I don't know if you random teleport or not. We'll see if he chooses to, and of course, no. Why would you at that point? So trying to take out Mom's heart here. It's just 1 room away. There's no need to teleport. Excuse me. But again, putting down some really nice damage. That brimstone, again, not a bad decision at any point if you have any sort of damage up. And again, just a little bit of a risk to going down the 2 hearts, but Zwiki doing a beautiful job here. Hasn't worried a bit about it so far. Ooh, and actually got cheap shotted there. That was kind of tough. Either way, down to the last 10% here on Mom's heart, who's now cheap shotting him. This is getting kind of lame. Mom, chill. There we go. Charge just to put this out in style, and we got a 1-0 lead on Zwiki's side. So we have got an interesting one here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Zwiki needs the win to get into the playoffs, and he's halfway towards it already as he's got a 1-0 lead. So very nicely done. Again, sorry my OBS froze up for a second there, but there you go. So very nicely done, man. And again, 1-0 lead. He needs just one of the next 2 rounds win, and he wins the AFC North outright, pushing LogCat to a wildcard spot in the AFC. And thusly also pushing, look at that, teleported into a super secret room, did Zwiki. Wow. Anyways, that would also push Waking Smoke out at that point. So hang tight, we'll be right back for round number 2. We'll see if Zwiki takes a 2-0 win, or if LogCat can even this up and make game 3 happen as we each try to win the AFC North. Hang tight, we'll be right back with you. Alrighty, we're back. We got round number 2 just about to begin here. And again, this is the all-important battle for the AFC North. So round 2 just about to start. We got Zwiki with a 1-0 lead right now over the TheLogcat. So if Zwiki wins one of the next 2 matchups here, he wins the AFC North. Excuse me again, sorry, knocks TheLogcat down to the number 6 seed in the AFC, knocks Awaken Smoke out. Again, if TheLogcat wins the next 2 matchups, he wins the AFC North. Awaken Smoke wins the 6th spot, and Zwiki is out of the playoff race. So lots of importance on this one. And again, this is just a little bit of pressure on these guys, but Zwiki melted through that first round here for a 1-0 lead. Same rules apply this time. We're going to race through the womb too. Once again, whoever kills Mom's heart first is going to get that all-important point at the bottom. So, if you guys are ready, you want to fire some shots around the room for me, I'll do your countdown for you momentarily after that. And again, there's a link to get into both of their channels at catguard.net, so go give TheLogcat and Zwiki all your support, guys. Yeah, looks like Zwiki's good to go. There's TheLogcat firing his shots as well, so I say we do this thing, ladies and gents. Let me do this countdown from 3, 2, 1, and good luck again whenever you two both hear that. So they're going to take off in round number 2, and again, all important. Zwiki needs just one of the next 2. TheLogcat needs both of these next wins back-to-back. Whoever wins takes the division. And again, best of luck, guys. Wow, they're off at almost exactly the same time. That's beautiful. Zwiki with another great start here. He's got colors to match him, following him as well. So little Gish with those yellow eyes. He's a little cute. I love this guy. He shoots out tar tears, which slow down movement and shot speed of the enemies that they inflict, and you'll see them turn just a little bit black here. Maybe if one of them actually gets inflicted with this, that'd be cool. You'll see it against boss fights mostly. Ooh, and very nice start for TheLogcat as well, so that Blood of the Martyr ups his tear damage, so you notice he's pretty darn happy with what he's got already. And again, he'll be looking for his boss fight. There it is on the other side of these two. Speaking of 2, we got double Monstros, one of which is already dead for Zwiki. And there goes the other, a little bit of range up with Mom's Lipstick. TheLogcat gonna move into a Gemini fight. And there you go, that full heal for Zwiki onto his 2nd floor. Very slight time advantage. And again, remember, it's win and you're in for Zwiki. Otherwise, it is Awaken Smoke taking that last spot in the AFC. TheLogcat already guaranteed to be in no matter what happens here. Speaking of cats, we got Guppy's tail showing up, so one of the 3 pieces of Guppy showing up early on for Zwiki. He's going to have a hard time finding keys as more locked chests are going to spawn for him. But always worth a risk. Maybe you make a full-on Guppy, and good luck anybody catching a full Guppy in a race. Alright, Squeezy, so fire rate increase for TheLogcat, exactly what he could hope for here. 2 soul hearts, he's onto his 2nd floor. And again, the regular basement too, we got the expansion version, so more spiders and cobwebs as you see on Zwiki's side. And he's still on the hunt for a key. Sooner or later, hopefully, he'll find something here. Ooh, also a treasure chest that he can get into. That'll be handy. Come on, key. He wants an item. Yes, sir. Oh boy, that's going to be close. Alright, he tried not to open that store door. Nicely done. And again, Zwiki will backtrack over for this item. Especially early on when you have all these rooms cleared. Definitely worth getting those items. And, unless they turn out to be something like, whoa, are you going to take that? Okay, I was going to say, like, I'd be mystified if he took this, but wow, I thought we were going to get a My Reflection run going on Zwiki's side. That would have been interesting. It curves your tears back at you, and yeah, it can help with certain builds, but early on, I'm a little skeptical of taking that, as was Zwiki, so he'll leave it behind, move right on over to his boss fight. Which, as always, our favorite horseman shows up. There's that slowdown effect you see, so he's going to travel a lot slower, but everybody say, to the slowdown famine. Yeah, I'll be here all week. Alright, lemon mishap for TheLogcat, so that's going to spill out, lemonade in a circle. Again, yes, there were bunny quotes going on in midair there, but it's not lemonade. But it spills out, lemonade in a circular pattern on the ground, in which any enemy walking through it is going to wind up taking damage. So there's the Cuban meat as Zwiki takes out his famine fight. He'll be moving on down to the caves. TheLogcat going to be right behind him as he's taking on Blue Larry Jr. There you see Lemon Mishap doing its wonders. That's how it comes in handy, see? It's not useless. Just mostly useless. Anyways, Mom's Lipstick, more range up for him as well. Couple soul hearts there as Blue Larry Jr. gives you 1 every time guaranteed. Logcat's on down to his caves. An immediate item room for him, so maybe a bit of an advantage time-wise. D20. There's a fun one. In any normal run, this thing can break your game in a good way. It rerolls items on the floor such as keys, hearts, coins, bombs, trinkets, cards, chests, open chests. I can't think if I'm forgetting anything, but it rolls them into other such things in that list that I just gave you. Again, the D6 rerolls pedestal items. D20 rerolls just about everything else you can think of. So Logcat taking that with him now. He got his use out of Lemon Mishap. And again, can't really pick up that red heart, but he's going to see if he can get a secret room, for example. You can pick up a lot of items in there because all those coins on the ground can instantly reroll into all sorts of goodies for you. And yet another horseman fight. We got Pestilence over on the right side. Whoa, chill out with the poison. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Because Zwiki was probably focused on those like 13 poison shots that came firing out. So he's down and back to the beginning. And again, we're on a peep fight here for Logcat on the left side in Caves 1. He's just about done with his floor already. So again, time advantage definitely to Logcat, but we've seen some crazy comebacks. I pointed you to Wolves Race earlier tonight. We've seen all sorts of craziness happen in this league, so never, ever count anybody out, especially if they're trying to win a division and get into the playoffs. Do not count Zwiki out. This is a tough racer. That troll bomb. Okay, cool. Just out of the range of it. Another wire coat hanger. Some more fire rate increase for Logcat. Into his devil deal. He's going to take on Krampus now as a mini boss. Basically has the health of a normal boss, so I guess I can stop calling him mini. But again, going to wind up with a lump of coal. So as Logcat shots travel further on screen, and he does have some range up also, but as they travel further on screen, they're going to grow in size and damage output. Speaking of damage, definitely getting something good off of this for Zwiki. So 1 of 2 items spawning after he takes out Steven here. Whoa, if that little piece stays away from him. What is with the bouncing, man? That's probably Harlequin Baby knocking it out of line. Oh! So another follower. He's got Harlequin Baby shooting out the red V pattern tiers. Now little Steven will shoot out purple homing tiers. And again, Fishhead on Zwiki's side, you notice the one fly moving around him. If he gets hit, it gets a chance that you're going to get a fly to spawn that'll be homing tiers, basically, and do pretty good damage for you. And everybody's favorite, we got Mini Mush over on Zwiki's side now, so speed increase, range increase, and he's itty-bitty. Ooh, interesting items today. So the prayer card and a curse room for Logcat. So he's going to use that. You see the 1/2 white Eternal Heart spawning on his build. That's protected by the 2 blue Soul Hearts he has right now, and like you've seen before, if you take that onto the next floor, or get another one on this one, that turns into a full red heart container for you. So Zwiki onto his second boss fight, taking out 1 of the 2 monstros in this room already. Sorry, my OBS just literally had a glitch moment there. Hopefully that all worked out okay. That was weird. So another High Priestess card with a Magic 8-Ball. Shot speed increase. He goes into a Devil Deal. Wow, look at this. So he goes into a Devil Deal, picks up the mark, spends 2 red hearts, gets 1 back in the form of a blue Soul Heart, which again are far more expendable, but gets a damage increase and movement speed increase. Logcat into a challenge room, found himself the Skeleton Key. So 99 keys now on Logcat's side. He doesn't have to worry about a single lock in this game from now on. Secondary boss. I like that term, Critty. I can go with secondary boss. I like that. What's up, Kitsune Alert? How you doing tonight? Perfect timing on this one. We got a heck of a race going on here. So Zwiki already catching up onto Caves 1. Logcat spending that time in the challenge room, but again, wanted those 99 keys. Going to come in very handy for him, especially if you were to find a Bombs or Key Pill, for example. Nice, welcome home. Hopefully classes weren't too bad for you. What's up, Anti-Solar? How you doing? Alright, item room showing up for Zwiki here on Caves 1. Just has to find his boss fight after this. Would really like a key to get in there as well. Because otherwise we're leaving an item room behind yet again. And in the sake of time in a race when you're trying to make a comeback, that's not a half bad idea to do. So we'll continue on looking for a boss fight and a key for Zwiki. And again, you see now why Logcat took the extra time. There is the key in the very next room, so again, disproving my point, but let's continue the somewhat follower brigade. We got Abel yet again for Zwiki. That'll do the exact opposite, like I said of him. He moves left, it moves right. He shoots up, it shoots down. And again, as you see in that room, actually helping out quite a bit. He'll be onto his boss fight for Caves 1. We got another peep fight here, so we just saw that on LogCats. LogCat just picked up growth hormones, which is damage up. Wow, look at this. Damage up and movement speed increase. Also now displayed a heart machine to the point where he got himself a blood bag. So another health container and, as I just said, a movement speed increase again. So all sorts of extra speed on LogCat's side, but again, another health container and more damage also. Alright, needing all sorts of keys here is Zwiki on his caves too. And again, there's that boss fight for LogCat showing. Yeah, Zwiki's the same size as his followers, you're right, oh my goodness. And again, LogCat into his boss fight, gonna take on the Wretched here to finish off his caves. Again, with that golden poop, we got that counterfeit penny. Questionable. Not really so worth it in this case for Zwiki. He'd rather have the extra damage. Not necessarily given all the time, but he'd rather have that damage. So counterfeit penny would give you a chance that if you pick up, let's say, a penny, you get you an extra penny on top of it. And Miter now as he finds a key, so 50% chance that any red heart spawn for Zwiki becomes a blue heart instead. Much easier to pick those up. Again, though, still trying to make up his time, find his boss fight, as LogCat's one floor ahead right now in Depths 1 as he's just gotten here. Ooh, into his store, let's see. That's Steam sale at full price. Yeah, I don't think so. So pills it is for LogCat. And again, you notice they do change colors sometimes, so it's not necessarily like, oh, cool, I know that's a full health pill. They'll change on you. So you have to be kind of careful with that. I've made that mistake before where it's like, oh cool, I've only got 5 cents and I need a heal and that's a full health pill and I bought it and like, why is that not full health? Like that was tier 8 down. That, what? I feel cheated. Ooh, Zwiki trying to make that comeback though, put himself in a bad corner and he's back down to the beginning again. That's one of the risks you take with buying stuff. And if you're down low on red heart containers especially, you're up a creek sometimes. But again, another immediate item room and boss fight here for him. And 2 diamonds will double up the amount of money LogCat's holding onto, so from 9 to 18 cents. Zwiki into his item room there, he's got another good start, so he's got the odd mushroom, another heart container, and damage increase for him. So he's on to his first new boss fight with the Duke of Flies, a champion version of it here. Nothing too scary, but again, that's the worst part, is when you get those little red guys that are flashing. When you kill them, they shoot out in 4 directions. And you have to be kind of careful of when you do actually, yeah, like that, when you actually do kill them off. Ooh, that dodging. Nicely done, Zwiki. Yeah, uh-oh, bobblehead Isaac. Alright, how about a challenge room again? Red chest, that could be a teleport, but LogCat not going to take the risk of taking a little bit of extra time there. And finding his boss fight once again, so still on the look for his item room. Wow, that speed. I'd get in trouble with the amount of speed LogCat's using at the moment. That is just scary. I'd be moving way too fast and taking way too much damage. Super green. Here we go. Actually, now that I think about this is actually really good for LogCat. Because super green should spawn. Dang it. You're hoping for a bunch of money on the ground. Instead, he gets a quarter. Good news to this is that, again, he's already been in his store, but he would know now that his store is actually a store. Again, LogCat's already been in it. Moot point. Alright, Hangman would allow Zwiki to fly. There's his second boss fight. Again, I haven't seen any yes crowns yet, as he is. I actually didn't ask for it, but where's the yes crowns? Because Zwiki's holding on to Patron Boy and some money. Pills, pills, and more pills. Yeah, he's going to say no thanks to that store. Well, let's go find that item room for Zwiki. Not the greatest thing. Guppy's hairball can add on to Zwiki. He can rubber band that, we'll say. Not really so much an orbital, but you can rubber band that around you to actually walk into enemies and take damage. Or, excuse me, give them damage, I should say. That'll grow the more enemies that it kills and reset after the grouping of floors. Again, he'll be on into a Widow fight. Wow, I can't talk tonight. LogCat on the left side into his second to last item room finally. Finds himself Guardian Angel, so gets an orbital at this point. Double speed on that. That'll do 7 damage to anything it contacts and block shots for him. But again, nothing doing here. 50 cents holding on to already, and let alone 98 keys still. And on into a Monstro 2 fight. So again, if you guys haven't seen the pattern that we all do here, watch Monstro's head. So as he turns around, 1-2, Brimstone. 1-2, Brimstone. And again, you can see him move each time. He kind of glitches his head side to side and then does a little pause and then Brimstone. In between the two movements and that Brimstone, move over to the other side. You keep him in this never-ending pattern. You have almost no risk of taking damage, especially at the speed LogCat has. So speaking of speed, shot speed increase. 1 card right there. LogCat says no thanks. He'll take the random pill with him. Hey, he paid money for it. Might as well hang on to it. And again, he'll be on down to the depths too, so 1 last item room in Mom's Foot to find here. Click, I'm waiting for GQ to see that you've typed that and come in and try to ban you. Alright, no luck on that secret room try to find there. And let's see, Lard. Wow, talking about Big Isaac. How about really ginormous Isaac with a pretty princess crown? And devil horns, for that matter, on Zwiki's side. He's looking pretty, guys. I don't know about you, but I'd say that's pretty. That's a pageant winner right there. Woohoo! So again, a little bit of health. Well, not a little bit. He got 2 health containers, did Zwiki. Another 2 of diamonds. We're at 99 cents now on LogCat's side. My goodness. About Joker cards, Wiki's going to pour it into, in this case, a God room, pick himself up the relic. Every 4 rooms, that blue cross is going to spawn 1 blue soul heart for him. Click. Alright, so again, I haven't also mentioned that Zwiki is on a Caves XL, so he does have, one more item room. Another was the word I was trying to form there. He does have another item room to actually come across here, and just found his 2 side-by-side boss fights for the Caves. So it looks like he may just be grabbing this, and especially if he just hears what I'm about to say, LogCat into his store and just found the compass in Depths 2. So, yep, skipping the second item room is Zwiki. He'll be heading on into these 2 back-to-back boss fights. First one pretty easy in Fistula. Gonna grab himself that Soul Rock as well. Might as well. Ugh, jeez, that last item sucks on LogCat's side. So Yumheart would give him a 1 full Red Heart heal every couple of rooms. Again, doesn't have his D20 charged yet, so he may be back for that secret room. He doesn't need the money, that's for certain. And again, Squeezy as Zwiki finishes off the first boss fight. A little bit of fire rate increase. 2 Soul Hearts on into face Yellow Peep, so a champion version with a lot more urine on the ground to watch out for. And again, still the same thing as you do right about here on the damage. There goes the first eye. When you get down to 25% left, you'll see the other pop out. But again, LogCat making some time here with that compass has found himself his boss fight already, so Mom's Foot on the other side of the store. He does have that charge on his D20. I wonder if he actually wants that secret room. Looks like yes, he does. Again, he wants to find a lot more bombs, would be my guess, so he's going to hope for the best here. We got the item box, so 1 of everything on Zwiki's side. Lucky Toe gives you a chance, or 10% more chance of having an extra item spawn for you. And like I was saying, you might as well try it. It didn't really turn out all that spectacular for LogCat, so moving on into his Mom's Foot fight. And again, regular gray version of Mom. All you got to worry about is the buildup of extra enemies in this room. Yes, I meant sweet lemonade. Yes, I did. Did I not say that? I meant that. Yeah. That's what I meant. Sure. So again, we got Zwiki with his item room here on the right side. And all he's got to find is 1 more boss fight here on Depths 1. Again, working with a little bit of money, though. Still just the 1 key, so store probably out of the question. Finds Monstro's Tooth. That'll summon Monstro down out of the sky to land on and damage any enemy. And again, it will kind of miss from time to time. If you got something that's moving pretty fast, it's going to have a hard time landing on it. So you have to be very choosy about when you actually do use it. And like I was saying, LogCat worrying about all those extra enemy spawns on the screen. Beautiful job here. One last hit on the foot. Mom's pills again. So let's see. He will take both of these. Ooh, 2 pretty flies. So 2 extra orbitals. 3 full orbital set now on LogCat's side. He'll take that 1 random yellow pill with him. Grab the Polaroid. If he gets down to half a red heart, that spawns a 5-second damage shield for him. On down to the womb, where he's got an possible XL floor waiting for him, and indeed he does. Curse of the Labyrinth means LogCat's just got the 2 boss fights to head to. And decision 1, incorrect, so finds himself a dead-end room. But again, we'll have back-to-back boss fights. There's no item rooms, no stores down here. So big time saver for LogCat. Yeah, it is a Utero version, so it's the expansion version of this floor. But again, possible huge time save incoming with this. Alright, there's that cube of meat as war is finished off for Zwiki. Another god room in which he's got the miter. Again, 50% chance of blue heart spawns instead of red. And not even going to worry about the keys. We know where his secret room is, does LogCat, but he's not going to be able to bomb through it on any other side than the one that he goes into. So he won't be doing any shortcuts here. And going to have to go through every one of these rooms individually. And doing a really good job dodging with all that speed on his character, too. Yet more hollows, golden hollows. Every one of these pieces that dies off is going to wind up spawning a coin. So again, more money for LogCat that he totally doesn't need. There, you start seeing the penny showing up. Again, Zwiki working around on his steps too. He's got a Necropolis version, not an XL. That's just Necropolis steps too. So expansion version of his second floor. There you see his last item room has shown up. And again, he'll have Mom's foot to find now. And again, there's where this comes in handier. I keep forgetting that he has a D20, so look at this find. Cancer down there. Oh my god, look at all these extra items. He'll be back for this room again, I think. Yeah, he'll leave all the coins. He'll be back. So with that charge on the D20, or 20, you can see exactly what happened there. LogCat wound up with Cancer. Now that doubled his fire rate, and if it were capped out, he would have overcapped it by double. So great trinket find right there. The D20 finally paying dividends in the league. Bitch, I'm rich. Ravager. And right on over to his boss fights, though. So again, nice build in hand. Not going to worry about Maggie's Fate there, as we don't have any more floors to go on to. So he'll be into his first boss fight. Not a bro, it's Conquest. Question is, with those really rapid-firing, pretty decently damaging tiers, how quickly can we get through this as LogCat? Ooh, nice dodge. Again, Zwiki just trying to make up some time here. Really needs to come across his Mom's foot fight, and in a big hurry. I was going to say, of all people, Awakened Smoke's pretty happy with this build right now. Because your heat, for those that don't know, Awakened Smoke kind of hanging on to the playoffs for dear life, and it's out of his control right now. It's all about who wins this game. Again, there we see Conquest being taken out. Might as well take the white pony. More movement speed. More importantly, a crack the sky usage with that pony on the spacebar. Charges you as well, so if you line it up right, you're also going to damage Mom's heart. So LogCat looking to tie this up at 1 apiece. Plenty of bombs left over. He's going to do the double bomb technique against her. And already over 25% of the way done. LogCat was trained by Neo. Whoa. Oh, wow. And a Sun card. How about an instant 100 damage whenever LogCat uses that? Plus, if he needs it, it's a full red heart heal. So he's got a space use item and a Q use item that can pretty much finish this fight right now for him. And indeed, there we go. Q bar, done. We are tied up at 1. Wow to the spawns on LogCat's side right now. And wow to this, ladies and gentlemen. Last race of the season for all the marbles in the AFC North, and it comes down to Game 3. Whoever wins gets the AFC North title. And if, and only if Zwiki loses, he's out, and on the outside looking in, Awakened Smoke would get in if LogCat wins this. Zwiki needs to win this next matchup to get into the playoffs. By winning his division, LogCat would be the wild card at that point. We'll have a 2-minute break. We'll be right back on the other side Our last race of the year, just about done. We're going to Game 3. Who wins the AFC North? Place your bets now, like Ravager said. Who wins the AFC North, guys? Let's hear it. Get your votes out there. We'll look again. Here's a split link at both of their channels. Go support both of these guys. Wow, did that not work? How the hell did that just flip over? All right. I was typing that too, and then all of a sudden it just clicked out and started changing my hotkeys. Interesting. Anyways, there's a split link into both of their channels. We'll be right back in 2 minutes. Go wish both of these guys good luck. Whoever wins the next one's got that AFC North. I'll be right back. All right, we have waited long enough. We're back. We're clear. We got round number 3 just about to begin. So let me flip this over. 1-1 tie right now between TheLogcat and Zwiki22. Whoever wins this next round wins the AFC North outright. So guaranteed in the playoffs already is TheLogcat. So if he loses, he would be the 6th seed, but wants that win of the division, which Awakened Smoke also wants because that would get him that 6th seed. Zwiki needs to win the division just to get in. If he loses, he's out. So again, big pressure on both of these guys right here. And again, if you guys are both ready, I just saw you fire some tears, but if you want to do that again for me, just to be sure, I'll do your countdown right after I see you both fire some tears, and we'll get this all-important round number 3 underway and stop giving them heart attacks. Oh man, is this going to be good, guys. Our last race of the regular season, round number 3. They're both ready to go. I say we do this thing, so I'm going to start the countdown here from 3, 2, 1. Best of luck, you guys. Whenever you hear that, take off, and seriously, best of luck. Winner takes a division. Zwiki needs it, or he's out of the playoff race. LogCat's still in either way, but Awaken really wants that win on LogCat's side. So let's see, reset for Zwiki, definite reset for LogCat. So back off to the start for both of these two. Alright, LogCat will grab that heal after nothing being in his curse room. We'll find out. Oh, jeez, that was cheap. So we'll find out where his item room is momentarily here. What's up, Samaria? How you doing? Alright, Ace of Spades. More chance of card spawns on LogCat's run. Pardon the hiccup, sorry about that. Ooh, Lucky Foot, so now nothing but good or neutral pills gonna spawn for Zwiki, and again, it won't tell him what they are, but he knows he's not gonna get stat downs from them. Oh, excuse me again. Oh, for the love of God. Alright, there we go. Now I think we got him taken care of. So, on into his first boss fight as Zwiki. Logcat's still looking for that item. He knows where his boss fight is, but I'm guessing that next room over is gonna connect to this. And there we go. So, and a free room for that matter. Be something decent. Ooh, Mom's Bra would freeze enemies in place for a good couple seconds, but Logcat not happy enough with that. Really wants something better here. And Zwiki down to just 1 heart as Larry Jr. being a bit of a troll. Let's make that 2 hearts. Thank you. The poop actually spawning full hearts. There you go, guys. The poop is somewhat useful. Not much, but it is somewhat useful. Let's see. New item room now for Logcat. Alright, toothpicks, one of the banned items. Wow, those have been rerolling nicely. Damage up on both sides. Max's head for Logcat to start off with. They'll give him nice damage up and knockback on his tiers. There's his first boss fight, the Widow. So he'll melt through this pretty quickly. Zwiki just picked up the pentagram. Some more chance at devil deals for him. 2 damage up on his shots as well. So he's also got Guardian Angel floating around him here, which is going to block shots at double speed for him. A little bit more speed, speaking of that, as he takes some pills here for speed up. Again, toothpicks are banned, not necessarily banned. They're on the banned list so that they can be re-rolled. All they do is give you a shot speed increase, which isn't that spectacular. So Logcat got a great re-roll out of those. Again, Zwiki dealing with a really terrible mini-boss fight here in Envy. Again, melting through it pretty quickly, and again, putting his orbital to use. You see Guardian Angel making contact with some of these enemies, doing a good 7 damage to it every time. That's double your base tier damage. Which reminds me, I should also get a link in here. And if you guys aren't in both of their chats right now, go support both of these two. Alright, matchstick for Zwiki. More chance of bomb spawns for him. Again, that's at the end of rooms and also out of treasure chests and things of the nature. Also item rocks. And no money for that Judgy at the moment, so we're just going to leave him there for now. Alright, boss fights for both of these two. And again, no item room yet on Logcats. And with that golden key, definitely going to find it, as he doesn't even have to spend a key here. But our all-so-favorite boss fight. I was wondering if we were going to get one more here in the basement. Yes, we do. Let's all say to Famine one last time in the regular season, possibly. Wow, the D20 again for Logcat, and early on, too. Oh boy. We saw this pay real dividends for him last time, as it made Cancer appear for him, and he's got it much earlier on this run, so let's see how this one plays out for him. So there's that Cube of Meat's second orbital, also going to take on the double speed of Guardian Angel, and a God Room, in which, again, we have the Relic for Zwiki, so that blue cross every 4 rooms cleared out will spawn 1 blue Soul Heart for him. Alright, and Logcat with a bomb. I'll show you the 1 bomb technique. That'll 1 hit pin. So another health container for him. He'll be on down to the caves. And again, literally just rooms behind Zwiki, although getting a Curse of the Labyrinth means an XL floor on his caves. 2 item rooms, 2 boss fights that are going to be back-to-back. Not the item rooms, just the boss fights. Again, still just 1 secret, super secret room, and store, challenge room, arcade, library, things of that nature. But again, could save a lot of time here. Although Zwiki immediately finding his boss fight for Caves 1. We'll see how he handles the rest of this. Does he want his item with no key and not having found it yet? Answer being yes, he does. So he'll backtrack and look for at least this curse room. Nope, gonna go back find the item. Alright, more keys for Logcat. I think it's trolling Zwiki right now by giving Logcat 7 keys. Make that 8. It's really just being overkill on one side and giving 0 to the other racer. Oh, that's kind of evil. But at least he gets all the heals and all the extra blue hearts. And again, 9th key, like I was saying. So there's the item room on Zwiki's side. Again, no key for it yet, though. So Logcat will keep continuing the search here, looking for those 2 item rooms or 2 boss fights. And I'm pretty sure he'd like to find both item rooms as well. I doubt he's going to be skipping them unless he comes across a real interesting pathway. Alright, bad gas pills. Just doing the poison fart around you. A little bit of range up with the second one for Zwiki. And again, no item room for him, so on into his boss fight here. Speaking of, we got our first of the 2 item rooms showing up on Lockat's side. We'll deal with the hollow. This should be well timed. There we go. Very nicely done. About half damage off of that 1 bomb. Abel, yet again, the quote-unquote follower that does the exact opposite of you for Logcat. Again, does help you out as long as you're not placing bombs down or anything, because he will shoot those. Again, helping him out considerably so far. And continuing on, let's see. Curse room? Might as well. Again, with no bombs, doesn't make using the D20 in there worthwhile for Logcat. Nor does it make getting through this room quickly possible. And again, on the right side, we got Zwiki on down to his caves too already. Whoa. And again, there's a... Excuse me, that cat of 9 tails. Ooh, and yet another mini boss fight for him. So this time we'll have to deal with Gluttony. Could wind up some health up out of this, though. And there's those 2 boss fights for Logcat. So now comes the question... Do you skip on ahead and kill these 2, skipping the 1 item room? Decisions. He doesn't even have a bomb for that, and he wants in so bad, but he's going to head on into his first boss fight. Champion Husk. He's going to move around really quickly, shooting out like Tammy's head would. Again, with that nice damage and knockback on his tears, you see it's actually moving the Husk. Yeah, Logcat taking all the keys, man. Again, Zwiki holding on to 1/2 an Eternal Heart right now. No protection for it, though, so he'll try to find a second or get that onto the next floor. Now he's got a full blue Soul Heart protecting it. And more range uphill, so even more range on his tears. He's so blue. And on into that second boss fight is Logcat, so on into a Wretched fight. We'll see. I think he's skipping that second item room because he'd have to backtrack a long, long way to go find it here. So both dealing with their second boss fights for the caves. Again, Zwiki, long way away from where his item room would be. No keys himself. So my guess would be both are going to skip these and go on down to the depths pretty well hand in hand here. Logcat should be the first to finish this off. Indeed. There we go. So now he just has to take care of these last 3 enemies. Box of items for him. So another key. 2 bombs. We got the flat penny showing up as his trinket. See, more pills. Oh, Emperor card. Good God. Both are getting the box of keys. Or box of items, yeah, box of keys. I know what I'm talking about. So anyways, D20, Logcat gonna grab some other stuff out of there. Emperor card's gonna teleport him directly to a boss fight, though, so that's a huge time save off of that card he just found. Zwiki grabbing the same thing, all sorts of stuff for him as well, on down to his depths, where he's got a loading screen. Interesting. Let's see how this one plays. Come on, Flash. Zwiki doesn't have time for this. Of all people to be hit with one of these, it's taken forever. Zwiki, of all people, does not have time for a loading screen right now. Flash, please. Alright, pill that's just going to sit there for a while, possibly to be re-rolled by Logcat. Ooh, all sorts of keys. It's just rubbing it in now, I think. So, golden key as well. Infinite keys on this floor for Logcat on Depths 1. Come on, Zwiki's Flash. Come on. There we go. See? Ask nicely. That's all you gotta do. Play nice with Flash, it'll play somewhat decently, not trolly with you. But again, as he moves down, normal Depths 1 floor for him. You see the half a white heart became a full red heart container for Zwiki. Again, he's up at 4 full hearts himself. Store for Logcat, nothing incredibly special. He wouldn't mind having a little bit of extra money, though, to get a second trinket spot. Alright, even more keys for Logcat. At least Zwiki's finally sitting on one here, so when he does come across an item room, he can get in. Logcat's found his boss fight yet again early, so he's going to head around finding his item room first. Because he's done enough of this item room skipping here. One's enough, man. One's enough. So hell of a spawn room here. I hate these enemies. They spawn so many extra flies. Nice dodging, though, by LogCat. Again, Bird Penny for Zwiki as he picks up coins. I was hoping one would hit there, but you get a chance that spawns a bomb for you to pick up as well. Hi. I hear you. So does everybody else. Thank you for making your presence known, Spaz. Cutest meow ever, I swear. Hi. That's a 9-year-old 20-pound cat, by the way, making that noise. What? What are you wandering around for? Hi. Alright, tower card for Zwiki. Random bomb spawns throughout the room. And wow, actually every single one of those missing. That's kind of amazing. Enemies usually don't walk away from those so easily. More 2 of diamonds, doubling up the amount of money LogCat's holding on to. I'll grab that Emperor card once more. Wow, teleporting remote now for Zwiki, so let's see how often he uses this. He's only got the one way left ahead here. Wow, did that actually help him out? Took him right on over to the other side of the map. So every 2 rooms, that'll charge back up for him and allow him the opportunity to teleport around randomly. And again, of all people to get that, Awakened Smoke's like, oh no, 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 don't take away my nickname. Especially now. Oh my god, cat. Alright, so like I said, that teleporting remote opens Zwiki out quite a ton here as he's already on over towards this boss fight. Cat, chill. And Log's still just looking for that item room here. And again, with Monster 2, like I said, just watch the 1-2, Brimstone. Move in between the 2, the pause, and that Brimstone. And just go side to side. Can't even get hit by him. Man, these rooms are not being kind to LogCat. So sooner or later, off of that other break to the right, we'll find that item room. Alright, meat is actually damage up in that 1 health container. Zwiki into another devil deal. Uh-oh, we got Brimstone again for Zwiki now. So he's going to be moving on to depths 2. And again, that 1 slight room advantage at this point as LogCat's found his item room. He'll be making his way back to his boss fight. Now, theoretically, holding on to my little unicorn, he will take that. 5 seconds of invincibility and damage dealing with that. But again, look over on the right side. Huge, huge shot changer there for Zwiki with Brimstone. And again, he's already found his item room in depths 2, so building up a time advantage, is he? Is he? He is. Jeez. Dyslexia. It sucks, kids. Not much you can do about it either. It just sucks. So on into his item room, gonna get Speedball, so that would be shot speed increase, which I kind of forget. Somebody said that damages you down with Brimstone, but I don't know that I actually have tested that. Either way, movement speed increase also for Zwiki. Let's get a Judgy Please for him. See, Strength card at least will give him +1 to all of his stats. Wow, how about the toothpicks? Being that he can't re-roll it, he's just gonna teleport out of there, doesn't even want to touch him at this point. So doesn't need the shot speed increase on Brimstone. Plus, he just got a little bit himself. So LogCat dealing with and just taking out the hard-on Mask of Infamy. So now he's got the rest of this mask to fight. And if he gets close enough, I think he's just basically waiting that once he gets in tight, he's gonna hit that Unicorn Horn and try to hit it as much as he can. I was going to say, you might as well get those banned item emotes in because they're going to be slightly different in the playoffs. You may actually be able to pick up some of those items next week. Whoops. I can spell. Alright, so here's why LogCat wanted to hold on to that charge, and I don't blame him at all. So, Judgy Please, free of charge, might I add. Ooh, except he actually hit him once more. So let's see, movement speed increase with Goat Hoof. He'll take that Emperor card, no question. Might as well blow up that Demon Judgy. And he's on his way down to Depths 2 himself. Whereas Zwiki's already fighting his boss fight in Mom's Foot. So again, I was going to say, unless you can teleport out of here, you're stuck in this room. Notice the space use. He's got the teleport remote. Zwiki could get out of here if he wants to. Somehow I get the feeling he won't, but he could leave this room if he wants. And again, fighting Red Mom's Foot, you see her stomping down endlessly. This is what normally happens, not like the one earlier where the eyeball opened up every other time. This is a little bit more normal. Again, last little bit of health left to take off on Mom's Foot. And Zwiki doesn't even need it, but he's got more range up with Mom's heals. He'll take the Polaroid and head on down to the womb. So let's see here. Normal womb 1 level for him. Again, Polaroid would bring him down. If he gets down to half a red heart remaining, would give him a 5-second damage shield every time he got hit. Alright, and he will actually teleport around, so into a dead-end room at the moment, but the far side of the map, and let's see if this doesn't happen to get anywhere near his boss fights. Again, more movement speed up if he wants to take that pill. Again, Logcat really needs to find that Mom's Foot fight at this point. See, yet another dead end, so Zwiki gonna have to make his way over to the other side. Easy way to do it, teleport. So into his curse room, sadly, that's gonna cost him some health on the way out. Good God, Devil Eyes. I hate these with Brimstone. They are such a pain to line up. And on over to his boss fight, so easy find there. You can thank that teleporting remote once again. Zwiki into his Womb 1 boss fight. Oh God, it's death. So the sights are the pain in the butt on this one. As you're charging Brimstone, you move slightly slower, keep in mind. Ooh, and look at that Logcat on into his boss fight here, so probably didn't need to do that. Skipped, what, 1 room, I believe? But either way, the sights are kind of the pain in the butt portion of this, and that horse doesn't exactly help either. Yeah, that's why those don't help. I thought that was off the screen, but I've had this happen to me more than once, where it's not exactly as far gone as you think they are. Look at this, it still came back. What the heck? Okay, I guess if the horse pushes the scythe off the screen, that it's still actually there, but if it moves itself off, it's gone? What? Whatever. Anyways, second cube of meat there for Zwiki, adding onto his orbital, so he's now got Meat Boy's head floating around. Oof, that devil deal not worth it here. He's on down to the womb too, so 1 floor left to go here for him. We got Logcat 2 floors behind, taking out the last little bit of Mom's Foot himself. And, ooh, just barely missing being able to move away and actually damage her. So that last little 5% will take a second or two. Oh, wow, look at that. So Logcat finishes off the fight, all but one of the Globins dies, and they were both in the same position, too. So luckily he saw that, kills it off. He's got the Polaroid. 1 more health for him. He's down to the Womb 1. So we'll see how good that teleport was. Not looking so nice so far. Does this split? Nope. So Zwiki on the right just basically had to backtrack the entire way here. Alright, so clearing out everything. There's that relic spawn of 1 soul heart for Zwiki. Which side do we choose now? Ooh, yet another dead end over to the left here. So again, just that 1 boss fight left for Zwiki to come across. We got Logcat still dealing with the Womb 1 here, as he's got to find 2 boss fights. He would love to find some hearts, too. And speaking of that, does find a heart. Gets his 5-second damage shield first, though, as he's got the Polaroid enacted now. And again. So again, you notice that can happen more than once per room. But again, down to just half a heart is Logcat, and he's got time to make up as well, so this is Sketchville over here. And on into a Greed mini-boss fight. No thanks to that secret room. He'll back right on out. Got Zwiki making his way down to the south. Let's try left again. 1 eye. Well, there's 1 soul heart. Might as well. Ooh, Logcat down as he got cornered there. All the way back to the beginning, and that leaves a huge, huge time advantage for Zwiki. All right, question is, I was going to say go top or go bottom on this one. Top it is, and look at that. Zwiki's found Mom's Heart here. So 1 room left to clear out. Possible 1 more boss room left to go for the AFC North. Here we go, guys. So can Zwiki make the playoffs by killing off Mom's Heart right here, which again would drop LogCat to the 6th seed as a wild card, knocking Awaken Smoke out? Or is there going to be some serious comeback happen here and a lot of damage done? We'll have to find out, but Zwiki looking pretty good right now. So still 5.5 hearts, almost called that 6, but 5 hits he can take here. And again, plenty of bombs, so he's doing a double bomb technique right off the bat. And again, those double bombs, oh, just missing that time. So one of the enemies pushed that one out of the way. That kind of stunk. But again, notice on the left, it's stabby time. So the knife yet again showing its face. Question is it too late? Because Zwiki down to the last little bit of health here on Mom's Heart. And again, all sorts of bombs, although it just got shot back at him. 4.5 hearts left. Ain't gonna be enough though. That Globin can't even do anything about it. 1 more shot here. And with that bomb and that shot, ladies and gentlemen, give the round of applause to Mr. Zwiki22, your AFC North champion this year, getting himself into the playoffs, and sadly, again, knocking LogCat down to the 6th seed, which means we also have to say goodbye to Awaken Smoke because of that. But again, wow.